What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we started the lake region here of Hyrule and completed 3 shrines in the region, and well, in this episode we're going to be getting the final 3 shrines. And so, let's just get straight into it by heading off down here, kind of to the road here, and following it until we make our way to the shrine here in blue, because it should be the closest to us. It's just like right off the road here. Like right off the path in the forest here. And I believe this area is actually the area that was showcased like in the trailer part of like the game, like when they showed off the trailer for like the release of like what the name of the game would be called, like when they announced that it would be called The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you know, with the Guardian and all that, and Link jumps off of his horse on a boat dock and whatnot in order to show, you know, like the ancient arrows and shooting the guardians and whatnot. I believe this was the area that is showcased, and yeah, this is Faron Woods. Surprisingly, you know, most Zelda games, this is like one of the first areas you visit, and it's pretty important to, like, you know, the game and whatnot. This game, not so much. It's not even really necessary to even come over here unless you're going for like all the shrines. Yeah, but there's a shrine right there in blue. Not too difficult to find. And this one should be a minor test of strength, if I remember correctly. And another thing that doesn't appear in this game that's usually prominent in most Zelda games is the Triforce. The Triforce makes no appearance in the story at all. Like, they never mention it. You don't even see it until basically the end of the game. Like, you don't see it until the very end after you've beaten Ganon. Because Zelda actually uses it to seal him away once you've beaten him. But that's it. That's like literally the only place that the Triforce shows up. There's some other games, I think, in the Zelda series that don't use the Triforce a whole lot. Like, I think some of the Four Swords games, or like the Minish Cap doesn't really use it. And there's a couple games that don't use it, like Spirit Tracks and other games like that don't really use it. But, that's kind of bad. Ancient Battle Line Plus. Spin around this guy, might as well. We can do a lot of damage with this thing. Actually, we can take him out, like, instantly. And he's just holding regular ancient gear, which is not that bad. But it's actually pretty bad. It's not very useful items. And we don't have the Master Sword, do we? Alright, let's just organize this real quick, and we'll grab this sword. Yeah, the sheath looks very similar to the Master Sword as well, except it's not as long, of course. The Master Sword is actually a really long blade. Twilight Princess doesn't mention the Triforce a whole lot. It does mention it with the fact, well, I mean, it does, and it's actually a part of the story in terms of, like, simply the fact that, like, Zelda holds with the wisdom, Link holds the courage, which allows him to turn into a wolf, and, of course, Ganon holds the Triforce of Power, which allows him to survive the attack on him when he's put to death, as we saw when we played through that game as well. But anyway, I digress. I think they should definitely utilize the Triforce more in the next game, hopefully, in Breath of the Wild 2. Hopefully they'll kind of bring in the Triforce into the story and kind of allow it to have a more prominent role. But alright, now that we've done that, I think the next shrine that we want to head to is actually the one in red here. And yeah, we're going to have to find a split path and right back here and then make our way down towards there. I wish we had our horse, but I didn't bring her here with us, which, I mean, it would have been helpful so we didn't have to run through all this area. We can instead just ride the horse, but it's not too bad. And who are you? Faron Woods is really, really thick. I've also heard of a lake there called Mouth of the Dragon or something. I heard this tidbit from another adventurer, and I just couldn't wait to share it. Mouth of the Dragon, you say? I believe we've seen that on our map, actually. Yeah, if you look up here, it looks to be like a dragon, and there's a mouth there, and yeah, there happens to be a shrine there, so it's kind of part of a shrine quest. But anyway, so we want to continue to make our way down here, and there's actually another area that we can find down here. And so, yeah, a couple episodes ago when I mentioned that we'd found the last Great Fairy, I was kind of lying. I mean, not really, like, that's the last Great Fairy that we can really use, I guess. But there's technically 5 great fairies in the game, and one of them happens to be down here in this region. And we'll point them out. We'll point them out when we get there. There's a stable we can run across the field. Yeah, there's happens to be guys all right here outside the stable, and then we'll run after us and shoot us, I guess, because why not? And great, it's raining, just as I was probably needing to climb up and there and whatnot. Anyway, this is the Highland stable. Let's talk to Beetle. Ooh, you again. What are the chances? What are you looking for? Or are you selling? Dang it, I was kind of hoping to be a customer appreciation day, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, I want to buy it. And we'll go ahead and buy these arrows. Might as well.
Wow!
Spend a couple of rubies. And let's go ahead and sell to him as well, because we have some things that we can sell. Because we do kind of need a lot of rubies. I actually want to keep those. And we'll go ahead and sell both of these. And we'll go ahead and sell all of our other metals that we have as well. So we'll sell our 2 diamonds. And there's definitely a whole lot of other stuff that we can sell as well. Yeah, 30 rubies, sure. Let's just continue to sell as much as we can, because I want to get as many rubies as we can. Generally, this stuff that's more common doesn't sell for as much, of course. Luminous stones are probably the most. Actually, I think amber may sell for a little more. No, actually, luminous stones are. Let's make that like 20. And yeah, 160 rubies, not bad, but not great either. I don't want to sell any more, actually. Alright, so what else can we sell? We have a bunch of chew jelly. We might as well sell most of that. We'll probably never use it for anything. 35 sounds good. You know, we're not getting a lot of rubies from this, though, I will say. Yeah, we generally want to find things that we have a lot of. Let's actually sell for quite a lot, actually. We can probably sell like 20 of those for 12. 240. Yeah, we're still not going to have nearly enough. I'm definitely going to have to go farm some rubies for that great fairy from last time. I want to keep those ancient cores. I kind of want to keep those too. Those sell for a good bit, but I kind of want to keep those as well. Molduga guts, probably don't need those. Go ahead and get rid of them. And I think that'll be all for now. We about halfway to that last great fairy, but we'll still need some more. And we'll be able to grab our horse while we're here, so we don't have to worry about that. But right now, I just want to worry about climbing up here and grabbing this last shrine. This probably isn't going to work too well. I probably need to find another way up, like here. And then get a little bit easier of an area to climb up. There we go. That almost worked. There we go. All the way up without having to climb too much. Alright, we'll activate this shrine and head inside. Yeah, and definitely always make sure that you look around for a shrine if you're ever at a stable. And I'm sure I mentioned this before, but I'll go ahead and say it again. You know, stables are always going to have shrines, so you have quick access to your horse. And this one's just a regular old shrine puzzle. Metal doors open the way. We've seen a shrine very similar to this back with the Magnesis trial. We would open up a metal door and whatnot. So, literally that's about it, I think. Get out of here, buddy. Don't even think about it. Let's open up this chest. And inside of it is a knight's bow. Not bad. I actually want to take that. It's probably like one of our highest damaging bows so far. Actually, I can go ahead and say that it is our highest damaging bow. And the attack is up +5, though it only shoots one shot. Alright, now what we need to do is actually need to blow up these folders here. Cause this door to come down. So now we can pick up this door. And use it to climb up. Not quite. Okay. Alright, let's let this down here. Just don't slide for me. Thank you. From here we can go down, and that should work. Okay, yeah, we're good. Blow this. Okay, apparently those do not blow up. That's good to know. So we can just grab the metal piece from here. I thought those would, for some reason, explode, but I guess I was wrong. They're not cracked. Opal, that's it? Really? Oh well. This shrine's pretty self-explanatory. You just set this stuff up, and then you just use it to open the doorway, or kind of get to the final area with the door of the shrine, or not the door, this thing, the pedestal, whatever this thing's called. Anyway, that's pretty much this shrine done. It's pretty simple. And I just hit the clamp on my mic stand. Oops. I don't know if you guys heard that. You probably did. And, you know, like I said, oops. I'll tell you one thing, guys. I've been recording all day long, and my throat and chest are definitely, like, taking a beating because of it. Because, like, you know, I have to speak, you know, commentary. Because, you know, I don't want this just to be silence while I record. Because that would generally be pretty boring for me running around with no audio. And, like, I've never really had a chance to record all day in a while. A lot of things been happening, you know, stay-at-home orders, everyone's kind of being at home, you know, quarantine and whatnot. So, you know, most people have been here, you know, at the house, so I really can't record. But everybody went out today, kind of, you know, get out of the house and, you know, work as well. So we were okay to, I was okay to, you know, be here by myself, and, you know, now I can just record. And I've recorded about 5 of these episodes today, actually, and I've got like the whole, at least from the time of recording this, the whole next week of Breath of the Wild videos recorded. And I'll definitely hop on Mario Galaxy a little bit later as well, and I'll just run by you. It's no big deal. And we just collided. Take you out. Run. Epona, run. Just run, Epona, run. And yeah, there is a great fairy here, like I mentioned earlier, but I won't visit her until probably later on, if I need to. And you know what? I'll showcase her in this episode, if I can, if I get a chance to. But I know there's a good chance I'll probably get the chance to. Oh, come on, Epona. Alright, there we go. I didn't slow her down enough before we hit this, like, path here. Generally, if we stay at this speed, we should be okay. Is there any way to get to the Serpent's Mouth without, like, getting off the trail? No, there's not. So, once we kind of hit, once we hit the bridge up here, there's probably a bridge up here somewhere. Once we hit that, we'll kind of leave the trail. Alright, leave you Zolfos alone. Leave you guys to do whatever you're doing. There's a quark seed right there, which is pretty neat. Kind of want to leave it alone, though, and... oh, jeez, that was kind of close. There should be a bridge, and actually, there's Cass here, which is perfect. So we can actually talk to him. What do you have to say, Cass? A visitor, so deep in the forest.
Oh.
Ah, we meet again. I trust you're keeping well. I know a song about this place. Would you like to hear the ancient verse passed down in this region? Ah, sure thing.
Oh.
Excellent. Without further ado. Where the forest dragon displays its jaws. A shrine sleeps with noble cause. The forest dragon. I've never seen a dragon in the forest around these parts. Though I suppose the forest from the song could be about Dommel Forest, north of here. There's definitely a secret lying in wait. It's just a matter of tracking it down. May the light illuminate your path. Alright, sure thing. So this is the Serpent's Jaws. Yeah, not too difficult to find or point out or anything. Alright, but we need to get to the other side of this river, and now we might as well just glide over and then swim. And yeah, this is where this region gets crazy, because we're kind of hitting into a different region, but it's all kind of the same. We're kind of starting to hit the palm trees and kind of like a deep jungle. It's starting to rain. Actually starting to thunder. Hopefully we'll kind of get through here without a problem. Probably not though. It's probably going to start latching onto our metal equipment, and we're going to have to unequip it and re-equip something else. Oh jeez, this could get bad. Maybe the trees will give us cover. But then again, probably not. Yeah, I didn't think so. We'll grab this, and then we'll also grab this, and a shield can be this. Alright, so now we shouldn't have to worry about, like, running out of stuff, I guess. And that was bad. Didn't really need that to happen, because now we're kind of stuck down here. Actually, we may be able to climb up here. Probably not, actually. Well, I don't know, maybe. There we go. Actually, we made it. And that lightning hit just before we made it, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, jeez. Here's the Serpent's Jaw. You can see it open up right here. And there's many paths to get here, I guess you could say. Oh, there's an enemy camp here as well. Yeah, but if we run inside the Serpent's Jaws, there's actually two serpents. You see a Serpent's Jaw there. Those are electric arrows, so be careful. And there's also a mob in here guarding whatever the heck this is down here. You can generally avoid that kick pretty easily. Right, take him out and then just run. Let's open up this chest. A gold ruby. Wow, that's actually really good for us. Anyway, this is the Spring of Courage. And yeah, there's kind of two dragon mouths. There's this one and there's also this one. So it's kind of like, you know, both. Anyway, there's, you know, of course, we're going to have to offer something to the area here in order to receive our reward. And of course, that's going to be the, well, if I can find it. It's going to be around here somewhere. There we go. Just hold one, scale of Ferror. Give it to the spring, and the path behind us, the path behind the goddess statue will open and reveal another shrine. And so yeah, all three are like that, but of course as well, all three are now complete, so we don't have to worry about that. Your path has shown itself. Now go forth. And the Serpent's Jaw shrine quest is complete. And that's going to do it for all the shrines in this region. This is the final one. And of course, since this was a shrine quest, like most of them, not all of them, but like most, this one's just going to be a blessing shrine. So there's no need to worry about that. Alright, so let's go run up here, and actually I want to grab this sword, grab our Hylian shield back, and also our Lionel bow. Because it's not raining anymore. And what's inside this chest? Thunder Spear. Not very useful. I don't want it. Yeah, they handed a lot of elemental weapons, I'm not gonna lie. And they're just generally, like, early on they're really good, but like once you get like past like maybe the second Divine Beast and start making your way to the third, it's generally not too useful. Anyway, that's gonna make 10 spirit orbs for us, which means we'll be able to get 2 upgrades from that statue there. And so I think we'll put one into health, one into stamina, and then I think we'll leave stamina alone for the time being. Alrighty then. But we'll definitely trade in our spirit orbs here, since, you know, it's here. That's kind of why I wanted to save this one for last as well, because I kind of knew that this one was here. Yes, I've conquered 4 spirit orbs, and I'm going to take a heart container, please. And of course we'll get the cutscene for both. You know, I may actually just do hearts on this one, because I think it's generally a good idea. Yeah, we might as well do hearts on both. And the next one we'll do a spirit orb. Or next time we get two more, or when we get 2 more spirit orbs, there we go. I'll get the other one, I guess. Go and bring peace to Hyrule. Alright, sweet. So, let's see, where do I want to go next? I guess we can, warp back to this shrine, because this one is kind of out of the way. The Spring of Courage is kind of out here, kind of secluded, so I don't really want to stay here. Even if we are just kind of going to end off the episode, I want to kind of put myself in a position where we can kind of start the next episode, I guess, is generally why I like to warp away from places that I am at the end of episodes. That's generally why I do it, just to kind of help set us up, because I don't want to like end the video here and start somewhere else, because that's just kind of awkward. I'd rather start somewhere and then begin in the same place. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it all for this episode here. So if you guys like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated, as it helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.